Hello, good day. It is Christmas Eve when I'm filming this. It's not gonna be Christmas Eve when you see this, but it's Christmas Eve when I'm filming this, and I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna wrap some Christmas presents and show you guys what I got my family for Christmas. And then we're also gonna do like a 2023 goals resolution type deal. We're trying to get things done while also getting things done, you know? First, I'll show you what I bought and then we'll start wrapping. Okay, two things in the hallway. My brother, I don't know if like all men are like this, but like he just asked for towels. Like beach towels and bath towels. So I got him 2 bath towels. I'll have to grab those. And then I also got him this shirt from American Eagle. It has a detachable hood. If you know my brother, this is like very colors that he likes. He likes orange. Orange is his favorite color. Big red flag. But a shirt. I showed this in the vlog that's going up, but I got my mom this sweater from Old Navy, which, how would I start taking the prices off now before I forget? Some of these things I did already show in a vlog, so I'm very sorry if you came from that vlog and you've already seen some of this. We have Crocs. I have big beef with Crocs Canada. I talk about it more in that vlog, so go find that video when she's out. But these are for my mom. I'm gonna put them in that shoebox over there. I feel like normally I go all out for Christmas. This year we went on like a giant cruise like a month ago, so that was kind of our Christmas. So we went a little bit chill otherwise this year. My mom has a Click and Grow, and they are like a herb garden you can do inside, so she wanted more pods for them, so pods. These pajamas she asked for when we were on the cruise again like a month ago, so we need to take the price off of you. They're cute, right? They're little Disney Cruise Line pajamas. And this is my mom's favorite color. So it has like a little top, a pair of pants, and these are like a cute little anchor pattern. So we have that. This necklace from Ana Luisa. I got her, I think this is Eliza. Yeah, I got her the Eliza earrings for like Mother's Day or something like that, or her birthday a couple years back. So this is the matching pendant that goes with the earrings. I think that's it, honestly, because in here, I bought cuticle pens, or cuticle oil pens, and then I have a scratching post for her clips, and then I bought catnip spray for her as well. But we're gonna start wrapping and having a philosophical talk about life. You probably can't even see what I'm doing, but that's okay. You don't really need to see. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess anyways. I wrote down some goals and I split them up into like 3 categories. So we have social media, and then career/future, and wellness. Seems like broad categories, but I was trying to not make this too complicated, okay? First, we will start with social media because I feel like that's like a big category in life, you know? I kind of like am all over the place. You guys, I'm sure, have noticed this throughout the years. But working on the ship has definitely given me a different set of things to deal with, you know? If you don't know, we don't get internet on the ship, so that's why I disappear for a long time when I'm on my contracts, and also I just work a lot, so it's hard to post exciting things about my life when I am working for 70 hours a week. So we're gonna see where we end up this year. We know changes are coming to my life, which we'll talk more about in the future category. But most of this is like invalid while I'm still on the ship. So if I post this video and I say I want to be consistent, then I ghost you guys for like 3 months, that was not my intention. That's just what happens with the ship. Number 1 is to be more consistent. I know that this is like the #1 thing that YouTube likes, so I wish I could be better at it, but it's just very hard on the ship. Unrelated, I was watching an influencer do like a video like this, where they were doing like a Q&A and wrapping Christmas presents, and I realized that, am I just like super stingy with wrapping paper? Like I cut off every little piece. This piece I'm using right now was in the bag from last year. So like, am I just a stingy girl, or were they just being frivolous with the paper? I don't know. Be more consistent. This might mean like posting less frequently, but still posting, you know, like consistently. Like I'd rather post once a week for 2 months, then post twice a week for 1 month, and then ghost you guys for a month, if that makes sense. So when I go back to the ship, I'm gonna try and have some stuff kind of on backlog, which is what I did last time. That's why I had videos like into the end of July, I think, when I actually left in June. I just want to be more consistent on all channels in general, but obviously YouTube is like my main channel. Y'all know that. This again is definitely not going to be a thing while I'm on the ship. Once I'm off the ship, I want to post on TikTok daily. I've been trying to do this in December and I fell off a little bit at the end, but I was definitely posting more at the beginning of the month. So I want to go back to posting more on TikTok. I like TikTok. I think it's just like a fun platform. I like being on it as like a user. And creating on it I find is a lot easier than Instagram or YouTube. Like, it's just a lot quicker of a platform to create on. So we want to be on TikTok more in the new year. This is a little bit more vague, but I want to go to like a branded event. This doesn't have to be something like huge. I think when people hear this, they think like, you know, brand trip or something massive. That's not what we're thinking here. This is like, if I live in Florida, being able to go to like a Christmas event at like a non-Disney or non-Universal kind of thing. Go to like a bar that's throwing something, you know, like that. Like, I'm not talking big, massive PR deal here. I'm just talking like, go to an event. One, because I think it's just like gonna be nice to get out and meet people this way, and meet other people kind of like in the realm of influencing locally, which I think will be fun. And it's just something that I've never done before, so I'd like to do it. Kind of in the same like brand world, I'd like to do 5 partnerships. I'm not talking like super big sponsorships because I'm not trying to like make money off, well, I mean, like, it's nice to make money off YouTube obviously, but it's not my main source of income. I don't even know like what the rules are around it when I'm working in the States and stuff like that. I just like to do more like even gifted collabs with brands that I really like. I usually do like 1 or 2 a year anyways, so I don't think 5 is unreasonable. Related to that, I'd like to do at least 1 paid partnership, which I don't think is unreasonable either, especially if I am like consistent with my posting and stuff like that. I feel like that'll be a pretty easy one. I just want to reach out to more brands in general. I think this was really hard when I was like moving around on the ship and not living in the States and stuff like that, because my address is always changing. I can't guarantee that I'll get things posted at a certain time because I have no internet, all that fun stuff. I think it'll be easier once I kind of have like a set place that I live. What is this doing? I think it'll be easier once I have like a set place that I live in, to just reach out more and market myself a little bit more. This is something that I tried to do like years ago and just I never got around to. It was very confusing to me, which is probably proof that I'm just like not good at this job, but I want to figure out affiliate marketing, which I tried to have an Amazon storefront. Like, I set one up at one point, but it was very weird to do. You needed to make like certain minimums. I don't know if it's just a Canadian thing and I need to set it up through Amazon US or what, but that would be something that I'd like to work on. Related to that, things like to know it, or whatever is it called, our style, something like that. I think it would be interesting to just learn more about. I'm always linking stuff anyway, so to me it would just make sense to be able to link it and maybe make a commission off it, you know? Which, like, I'm not like trying to make a massive amount of money. I think it would just be an interesting thing to try out. I'm filming this after the fact, so sorry if the what's it called? The angle's a little bit weird. I thought of one more thing for social media / like learn more in future, and I want to just put out better quality content. So as much as like I love putting out a bunch of content, I see people who do like such incredible work, and I want to put out like higher quality in the sense of vlogs are a little bit more planned out. So I know it's like cheesy and people always like comment being like, oh, I get the ick like thinking of someone setting this up, but having vlogs that have more of like a story and have like, I don't know, more planned out clips and things like that. So just having higher quality content, not necessarily in the terms of like camera quality, which like, yes, that we're also working on, but in terms of like having a storyline and having things be connected and more cohesive and not like random cuts and learning how to put like maybe different effects or different pop-ups, like things like that. So that is another big one for social media, is putting out higher quality content, not just putting out content for the sake of putting out content. Now I can go back to past me. That's kind of all of the social media stuff that I have. I'm trying not to focus on numbers because I feel like numbers are where you can like get yourself bogged down. There's only so much that you can control, and I feel like, especially, not to be like that person talking about the algorithm, but I feel like especially with the algorithm, like you can only control so much. So I would rather set goals that are like, I don't know the word, I was watching a video about this the other day. I would rather set goals that I can control, like be consistent, post twice a week, learn more about this, than, you know, get 10,000 subscribers, because as much as you like kind of can control that, you can't really control that, you know? This paper sucks, it's very thin. But next, on to career and future. This is obviously a little bit related to the last one, but number one is figure out like my living situation and try to start to get settled somewhere, which in reality will probably be Orlando. I know I'm moving down to Orlando at some point in 2023, just because of the program, but I would like to kind of just like, I don't know, get my life settled somewhere. I miss having some sort of normalcy, which I know is wild because I've always been someone that is like, I'm happy living out of a hotel, like I just don't care most of the time. And I still kind of agree with that, but at the same time it would just be nice to like have a place to be settled, you know? I think this is a lot coming up with Christmas too when I made this list, and looking back at like old Vlogmas from 2020, like being able to set up a Christmas tree and do Christmas baking, like all that is something that I enjoy so much. So being like away from that and not having my own little like space is kind of sad. And I am genuinely sad that I'm not on the ship for Christmas, because I'm getting like FOMO seeing everyone have a good time. And like I'm definitely gonna miss holidays on the ship for that aspect. But I also just like, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I should be a little bit more of an adult, maybe, you know? Not that working on the ship doesn't make you an adult, but I feel like I want to be like settled somewhere. So obviously a step of this, like, you know, trying to move somewhere permanently is just moving down there, period. But also I need to like actually start paying attention to like visa processes and things I would need to do with that. Not that I'm like getting married, so like don't freak out if you're watching this, especially Ryan. I would just like to feel more settled somewhere. I want to start to work more in like what I want to work in, which I'm aware sounds insane and vague, but I feel like I have a lot of experience in fields that I don't care for necessarily. Obviously I'm gonna be working in retail or like sales for the next year, but that's not like my end goal. So if I could start to dip my toes in a field that I actually want to work in, that would be great. So some sort of media, whether this be, you know, assisting people behind the scenes, going to, you know, events, helping with management for influencers. Like, I'm not necessarily trying to get a job in this, obviously, because I kind of have my job set up for the next year, but something like that, you know? I'm already kind of like putting feelers into the world, so we'll see. This one is very vague, but I just wrote learn more. I feel like sometimes I get really stagnant, and lately I've just felt like a really big like call to not necessarily do more, but just like learn more about. Are you 4? No, you're a woman 6. I was like, did I buy the wrong size of these? No. Learn more about everything and anything. So I've already started to do this a little bit before the new year, but whether this be taking a free online course or get out or something through work, I don't know yet, but I would like to kind of expand my knowledge of something in some way, which again I realize is very, very vague. I feel like I've been out of school for a year and it's kind of like, I'm kind of like over it, you know? I like learning, so I miss it. Get organized. This room really probably doesn't show this right now because I'm living in a pile of garbage, but as I plan to move in the next year, I've become very aware of how many things I've acquired in my life. Going through and organizing and selling a bunch of things. My Poshmark is always listed in the description, and I'm putting a bunch more stuff up there this week. Oh no, I already ripped it. I'm trying to like get rid of stuff and get organized with my life. We'll see how this like actually happens. Low expectations, but hold please. I just spilled. Whoopsies. Panic averted. The spill has been cleaned. Just get more organized in general, you know? Sounds a little dramatic, but I feel like I live in shambles most of the time, so this one might be interesting for me to do. Lastly, again, a lot of these relate back to the whole like affiliate marketing thing. Expand or diversify my income streams. So I obviously have my regular job and then YouTube, but I don't really do anything outside of just AdSense, whether this be brand partnerships or affiliate marketing or anything like that. I think it would just be interesting to learn more about it and just to expand, like whether it be things myself as like the main person or working with someone else. I don't really know, and that's why these are all weird and vague, but I feel like you know what I'm getting at, right? You see the vision here. I feel like 2023 is going to be a year of like moving around myself and getting myself settled, and then 2024 is going to be a year of like getting everything around me settled. I'm trying to be vague so I don't like out myself. And lastly, we are on to wellness, which this is every hater's favorite category. So every like really buff man that watches me, or every person that leaves a hate comment on my Instagram reels, this category is for you. The first one is just to feel better, which again, we're loving a vague goal this year, okay? I don't like putting things in numbers, like I said. Like I like having things that are vague because I feel like there's different ways to interpret it. So I know when I feel my best, and obviously I don't now because I feel like I'm dying most of the time. I think it's because, one, my lifestyle is all over the place. I go from being on the ship and working all the time and eating garbage food and just trying to survive, to going on vacation and eating theme park food every single day, which is obviously like the opposite end of the spectrum, but I'm still like running around, to going home and sleeping for 12 hours a day and eating like comfort food at home, which also isn't good. So I feel like I'm a lot of extremes and none of them are great. I would love to just get into like more of a routine, get back into like things that I enjoy. So I like going for walks. I like doing like YouTube workouts and stretching and yoga and all those things that I just haven't had time to do or the like resources to do while on the ship. Because I'm sorry, if I'm working 70 hours a week, I would actually rather die than go do a yoga workout on my lunch break, you know? Drink more water. That's something that I'm pretty good about on the ship, but I'm horrendous at when I get home. And just get like more in a routine overall. I think that's kind of like the base of it. Related to that, I want to eat out less, especially when I'm in Florida. The problem with Disney is it's so easy to eat out at different places like all the time. So I should probably start eating out less, especially because I'll actually have like a kitchen there this time, which is something new and fun for me. This one, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of leeway for the first week of the year because I will still be here in Kelowna, and this just doesn't happen here. But once I'm back on the ship, I want to close my loops daily on my Apple Watch. I talked for so long that I had to change the memory card. But we have 3 presents wrapped. I also wrapped these. These are little cuticle oil pens for my mom's stocking, but I need ribbon to like make them little, you know? Where was I? What was I even talking about? I need to not lose this. What I was saying was I'm giving myself a little bit of a free ride for the first week of the year, only because I'll be here until the 5th. But after that, well, after the 6th actually, because that's when I go back to work. After the 6th, I will close my loops every day. And you can hold me to that. Read more and less screen time. So again, I try not to do numbers, so I don't want to be like, read 25 books or anything like that. Because I actually read a lot of books last year. My years are all blurring together, but I used to read on the ship on my breaks instead of watching TV or something like that. But now I've just, well, first of all, when I went to Boutique, me and Elena started having the same breaks. So that as a whole really, we really just didn't do anything because we would just hang out on our breaks. And then after that, like, I don't know, I just started watching more TV and just like zoning out on my phone instead of, I'll put this in this box, instead of reading. I don't know why, but I know I'm getting a Kindle for Christmas because it's literally the only thing that I asked for. So we're gonna start, oh, look at that, she fits perfectly. So we're gonna start reading more, and I know that less screen time is obviously hard with the nature of being me and what I do with this internet stuff, but less just like useless screen time, especially on TikTok. YouTube, I feel like I watch YouTube, but I watch like not a lot of YouTube. Vlogmas obviously has been different because I've been watching a lot of people. Normally with YouTube, there's like 15 people that I watch relatively religiously, and that's about it. So TikTok is kind of like, it's the big one I get sucked into, and I think it's like that for a lot of us too, so that makes me feel better. Less useless screen time, I should say. I really only managed to wrap like 4 things in the 25 minutes that I've been talking, so that's pretty fun and cool, I will say. Great for me. But I think I'm gonna wrap this up here for now. Hopefully this is like, I don't know, I love watching these videos. I actually got like inspired, I guess, to do my own by watching Amanda, her video. I'll link it down below, but she said this in her video too, and I commented this on her video. Like, I have such a good feeling about 2023. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, because I have no reason to have a good feeling about 2023, but I just do. I feel like 2022 was an interesting year for all of us, I'll say that. And 2023 just like has a good vibe, you know? I wish I could explain it better. I feel like good things are coming. I'm making moves towards things that I have literally wanted to do for years, so that's already fun for me. And I think that's probably why I feel so good about it. But I feel like this year is a year that I'm starting to be the person and do the things that I always wanted to do, which I realize sounds very dramatic, but like with the way this year is going, I can see myself making moves that I haven't made before. And I think I've done most of the things that I wanted to do before. I think I said this in like my part 2 of my Q&A when someone asked like, what's more fun, cruise line or parks? And I think I've done everything that I want to do with cruise line, and that does make me really sad when I think about it, because leaving cruise line is going to be something that's very, very hard for me to do, because I can't even explain to you what it's done for me. Like, it's done amazing things for me, but I think this year is the year that I start making choices for my future and getting to explore things that I wouldn't have thought were possible 5 years ago. I'm nervous, but I'm really excited, and I'm excited to take you guys all along with me because I think it's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. We're going to have a little less travel, honestly, which makes me kind of sad because I love being able to kind of be all over the place. So I'm going to miss being in a different country twice a week. But we're definitely going to be a little bit more stable, and you're going to get more of me here on YouTube and pretty much every other social media platform too, I think, in 2023. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to take everyone along with me. Go watch her videos. She obviously is a content creator and she's a freelancer as well, so she has a lot of interesting kind of goals related to that. I think her work is really inspiring. I think her content is really interesting, and so as someone who like not necessarily wants to work in the exact same field, but in media and communications, has an interest in that. So go check her out. Look at how cute this is. I'm gonna hang it on the tree like this. If there's any other like fun reset videos or anything like that, like goal videos, I think Becca Watson had a really good one for one of her Vlogmas videos, so if I can find that, I'll link that below as well. Hopefully this was a little bit interesting. We just got to sit down and chat and wrap, and I need to finish wrapping this before tomorrow because, like I said, it's Christmas Eve when I'm filming this, so we have a lot of work to do. I will see you guys probably next week because this video will be going up in the new year or right before the new year. So I'll see you guys soon, and I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and a happy new year, and feel free to leave me your goals down below because I always like to hear them, you know? I will see you guys soon.